Well, good evening on this very last day, or rather Monday of February 2026. You're just in time for the day's news. I'm Tess Njenga, and our sign language interpreter is Boniface Murithi. Let's kick off. The Judicial Service Commission, JSC, has on Monday continued interviewing applicants for the position of High Court judge. Among those interviewed was Dr. Jack Mwimali, a lecturer at JQuat, Dalmas Mwinamo, and Solomon Jeru, who had a tough time answering questions regarding his role in various cases at the Directorate of Public Prosecutions, where he is currently the Senior Director of Prosecution. Vincent Kerosi has the details.
First, you can tell the Commission why you think you are suitable for this position.
The bench, led by Chief Justice Martha Koome, is tasked with filling 20 vacant positions on the High Court. Today, the Commission interviewing 7 candidates with the goal of finding the best among the many who submitted applications.
You have 5 minutes.
Solomon Njeru, who has been working in the office of the Director of Public Prosecutions for more than 19 years, facing hard questions to defend not only the office but his own role in previous cases that put him on a path to the upper echelon.
So having done this, you have filed this notice to concede. You've said that the prosecution was wrong. There are so many things the prosecution did not do. Did you follow up in terms of investigating this prosecutor in the court below to find out why all these things you allege happened? Or you just left it? Did you speak with him? Did you know why this was not done?
Yes. I had a meeting with the prosecutor, and of course I just told him moving forward that this kind of lapses should not happen.
On the other hand, Jack Busalile Mwimali, a professor at the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, JKUAT, he is determined to be the game changer in bringing about a transformation in the corridors of justice, which has long been plagued by challenges of resource scarcity and numerous cases that have been delayed in their resolution.
I still feel that we are too hard as public to the judiciary, because there is a lot of work that the judiciary does, and I'm saying that from the perspective of understanding and knowledge. I think we have been constrained in terms of human resource, and personally, I think if I put my own personal effort, take my work, so that each judge does their proper portion of work, I think it will improve the judiciary to a very large extent. But I still want to commend, and I believe, again, from being an editor at the National Council for Law Reporting, the work that the judiciary does.
Others interviewed along with Dalmas Logonzo Mwinamo were Sylvia Kawera Nyaga, Chief Magistrate Edina Ameyo Nyaloti, Ivy Nyarango, and Chief Magistrate Nathan Luther.
You've heard of STAG?
Yes, I have.
What is STAG in full?
It is social transformation and social transformation on access to justice.
Take your time. What is STAG in full?
Thank you. STAG is the blueprint of the Chief Justice, and it stands for social transformation for access to justice. To access to justice.
Through access
to justice.
Yes.
You are familiar with the refugee law?
Yes, I am.
Vincent Kerosi, Hope TV.
Vincent Kerosi for that report. To some politics, leaders from the United Opposition have criticized President William Ruto over what they term as unfulfilled development promises, claiming he has neglected his home county of Bomet. While addressing residents in Mulot, Bomet County on their way to Kisii, DCP party leader Rigathi Gachagua accused the president of misleading Kenyans, saying many pledges remain unmet. Kalonzo Musyoka of the Wiper Party also faulted the head of state for failing to improve road infrastructure in Bomet. On his part, DAPK party leader Eugene Wamalwa echoed the criticism, accusing the president of attacking opposition leaders instead of delivering development. The opposition caravan later proceeded to Kisii, where Fred Matiang'i joined them in addressing the crowds.
Unadanganya mpaka watu ya nyumbani, wale watu ya jamii yako unawadanganya. Mambo ya damu mliambiwa hapa mtajengewa, iko barabara iko. Sasa nyinyi Singapore mtapika namna gani na hakuna barabara? Ni uongo, si uongo? Hii maneno ya uongo ndio tumekasirika. Tena hii maneno ya shamba ya Angata, si ndio? Na Mau Forest, nyinyi mlitolewa Mau mkaambiwa mtapewa fidia, mtapewa compensation. Sasa rais ako miaka 4, umuhula yake inaendelea kukuisha. Sasa mtapewa fidia siku gani?
Vile Rais Moi alikuwa anasema siasa mbaya, maisha mbaya. Leo tuko Bomet kuambia Wakenya wenzetu wa Bomet County, sera mbaya, maisha mbaya. Sera nzuri ni kama mvua hii mnaona. Mvua ikinyesha inanyeshea kila mtu. Uwe na nyumba ya gorofa ama nyumba ya nyasi unapata mvua, si ndio? Uwe na ekari 100 ama ekari 20 unapata mvua. Sawa sawa? Ndio sababu tumesema ile sera mbaya Bwana Ruto ameleta. Sisi na Uhuru tulikuwa na linda mama kwa sekta ya afya. Bibi yako hapa Bomet, uwe mwana bodaboda, uwe mwalimu, uwe daktari, uwe hata polisi. Bibi akienda kuzaa kwa hospitali ya serikali anazaa bure. Mnakumbuka? Hiyo ndio ilikuwa inaitwa linda mama. Ilileta usawa. Na sasa jamaa wetu wametoa linda mama, wameleta kitu inaitwa sha she shi sho. Inafanya kazi kweli jamani? Iende siende?
Juzi Ruto akasema huyu Kalonzo ni bure, ana akili, nitaenda kumwekea lami nyumbani kwake. Yeye kabla aende Sekuru akaweke lami, si aweke ya Kipsigis. Wangapi anasema aweke lami ya Kipsigis kwanza? Harambee! Harambee! Kumbukeni.
Now, to matters state security, the government has assured Kenyans of heightened security and coordinated emergency response measures. At a press briefing in Nairobi, government spokesperson Isaac Mwaura outlined security preparedness plans to safeguard worshippers and the general public, while also addressing ongoing drought mitigation efforts in parts of the country.
Tumehakikisha kwamba tumeshika doria katika usalama. Tunapongeza sana askari wetu, majasusi wetu, makachora wetu, kwa sababu waliondoa lile tisho la Al-Shabaab ambalo lilikuwa linaweza kutuangamiza hapa nchini, hususan katika mwezi huu mtukufu wa Ramadhan. Na tunawaambia ndugu zetu Waislamu, Ramadhan Karim, kwamba serikali iko chonjo, imesimama kidete kuhakikisha kwamba kila Mkenya ameweza kulindwa kwa njia ambayo inafaa. Wakati huu kuna kuna kiangazi kikubwa, kuna ukame. Hata ninapozungumza sasa hivi, Waziri Ruku na PS wake wameelekea kule Turkana kusaidia Wakenya wetu waweze kupata chakula na pia malisho ya mifugo yao. Kupikia sasa tumetumia zaidi ya shilingi bilioni 6 kama nchi kuhakikisha kwamba tunawasaidia Wakenya wenzetu. Na tunaona sasa hivi angalau tumekuwa na nafuu kidogo kwa sababu kuna mvua. Tumepata afueni kidogo. Kwa sababu sasa mvua imeanza kuja, kwa sababu chakula itakuwa sasa kinaweza kupatikana. Lakini maeneo yale ambayo yana kiangazi hiki ama ukame bado yameathirika, na huu ni ukame mkubwa sana kwa sababu mvua ya mwezi wa Oktoba mpaka Disemba haukwenda vizuri. Mwezi wa 10 mpaka Disemba.
Moving on, a section of youth in Kondele, Kisumu County, have strongly criticized Embakasi East Member of Parliament Babu Owino over allegations he made against Internal Security Principal Secretary Raymond Omolo. The Member of Parliament claimed that the Principal Secretary was involved in the arrest of his brother-in-law in Kilimani, Nairobi. However, youth from Kondele have urged political leaders to avoid making accusations without evidence and to allow due process to take its course.
nataka condemn Babu Owino. Babu Owino, PS Raymond, ana time yako mti yangu. Ana saa zako. PS anachapa kazi bwana. PS anajituma kwa ground bwana. Kama kuna shida na PS, wacha kusema ati PS amekushika. Juu PS haizishika huo kazini wako. We as the people of Kisumu, we are not going to sing along your unfortunate ideas. We are behind our President William Ruto. We have seen the developments, and now we have seen you have now sorted to mediocre arguments, and you are saying that our PS was involved in arresting your in-law. That is very low of you.
And I want to condemn Babu Owino for talking bad about our PS Raymond Omolo. Raymond has stood with us, and nowadays there is no theft in Kisumu, being that he has brought motorbikes and tuk-tuks for our boys.
The Kenya National Highways Authority has announced the indefinite closure of the Migori footbridge along the Isebania-Sare A1 road, effective immediately. According to KENHA, the closure follows rising water levels on River Migori due to ongoing heavy rains across the country. The swelling river has reportedly washed away gabion protection on the upstream side of the bridge, leaving the footbridge cut off and dangerously suspended. During the closure, pedestrians are advised to use the main bridge designated for motorized traffic when crossing the river. KENHA says it is closely monitoring the situation and will resume reinstatement works once water levels subside and the area is deemed safe. And we do hope that a fast solution will be found in order to fix the bridge and make it passable once again. That story takes us to a short break on Newswatch tonight. Don't go too far. We have more coming up.
Hi everyone, my name is George Gishoro, a presenter with Hope TV. Thank you so very much for continuing to support us by watching all our programs. Now, we would love to serve you even better. Now, we want to know where you are watching us from and the strength of the signal. You can scan the QR code and ensure that you answer all the questions in ensuring that you are getting us loud and clear with crystal pictures. So go ahead and fill in the QR code so that we can serve you better right here at Hope TV, where you look and live.
Going back to the heart of worship.
Whether up the mountain or down the valley, we were created to worship God.
Enjoy carefully selected worship music every Wednesday all day long.
Oh, I will sing of the goodness of God.
We take it a notch higher with more worship music.
Every Wednesday
is Worship Wednesday.
Only on Hope FM. Listen and live.
Welcome back. Machakos Governor Wavinya Ndeti has called for political tolerance and the protection of democratic space, saying leaders must be allowed to engage freely with citizens without coercion or intimidation. The governor was speaking during a Sunday service where she urged residents to embrace unity, peaceful coexistence, and constructive dialogue. She also called on Kenyans to pray for the country and its leaders, seeking guidance, wisdom, and peace. She further urged members of the county assembly to pass the proposed Wikwatio Fund bill to support women-led community-based organizations, youth groups, and marginalized communities.
Maneno ya watu kukutana kuharibu vitu, demokrasi ikue. Ukitaka kuweka mkutano yako, weka. Maliza na mwingine anataka kuwa na mkutano yako wafanye nini? Aweke. Amaliza na afanye nini? Na akienda maamuzi ni kina nani? Si nini maamuzi? Nini wakati mnataka amani ama mtaki amani? Si mnataka amani? This country belongs to us. We do not have any other country. If you go to Tanzania, bado utaitwa Kenya, si ndio? Ukienda Uganda, bado utaitwa nini? Ukienda Somalia, utaitwa nini? Let us make a living to heaven on earth. Peace, peace, peace. Hakuna kitu kikubwa kama amani katika maisha yetu. Asanteni sana. Mwenyezi Mungu awabariki.
IGAD member states have been urged to intensify efforts towards the removal of long-standing bottlenecks that limit trade along the trade bloc as partners look to realizing digital trade solutions for cross-border agricultural trade. In a consultative meeting that brought together member states and other partners in Nairobi, State Department for Agriculture Assistant Director Evelyn Hay has called on stakeholders to initiate scalable and practical solutions in realizing a regional integration and food systems resilience critical for their shared priority. Industry experts say these will enable countries within IGAD to trade more efficiently with each other, lower the cost of moving goods across borders, and unlock new markets for women cross-border traders, youth-led agri-tech enterprises, pastoralists, and smallholder farmers.
Digital trade transformation delivers results. It reduces delays, it lowers transaction costs, it improves compliance, it enhances transparency. However, national systems alone are not enough. Trade does not stop at borders. Without interoperationality and harmonized standards across the region, regional trade and digital tools remain fragmented. Ladies and gentlemen, we must now move from isolated national solutions to integrated regional platforms. We should identify priority grain and livestock corridors where digital tools can deliver quick and visible impact.
Actually, in terms of trading, I can say we are still lagging behind. And I think if I'm correct, the number, I think now not more than 18, something like that, the index of trade. But I think in the ambition, it's supposed to be 35%. And I think we are working on that. And that is the areas where sometimes working with many actors, like, for example, when this is all supported by United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, we're supporting also this technically, as well as also working very closely with the FCFTA.
Just as was mentioned here, if not all the members have signed into the Continental Free Trade Area agreements, then again, it means there is an imbalance. Some people you can do transaction in other side, other places you're not able to do. So those would be some of the areas that we need to be improved to facilitate or to enable businesses to be able to do that.
Let's go across our borders where Chad has closed its eastern border with Sudan until further notice, citing security concerns after clashes involving Sudanese armed groups near the border town of Altina. The move follows renewed fighting linked to Sudan's ongoing conflict between forces loyal to Abdel Fattah al-Burhan and the Rapid Support Forces led by Mohamed Hamdan Dagalo. Chadian authorities say the closure is a precaution to protect citizens and refugees, though limited humanitarian exemptions may be allowed. Chad has also warned it may respond to any violations of its territory. Mine Mugabe, the youngest son of former Zimbabwean leader, the late Robert Mugabe, has been charged with attempted murder following a shooting incident in Johannesburg, South Africa. The 28-year-old appeared briefly in court after his arrest last week. Prosecutors allege a 23-year-old man was shot and critically injured during an altercation at a property in the upmarket Hyde Park suburb. Police say bullet cartridges were recovered at the scene, but no weapon has been found. The case has been postponed to March 3rd, when the court is expected to hear a bail application.
There's a world out there searching for hope, and you can help bring it home. By becoming a friend of Hope, you're helping us share the love of Jesus through Hope FM and Hope TV. With a donation of any amount, join hands with us to bring hope and point souls to the transforming power of Jesus Christ. Become a friend of Hope today by making your donation through the M-Pesa paybill number 933933, account FOH. For more information on how to become a friend of Hope, call 0116-212-723 or email customerexperience@hopefm.org or visit www.hopemediakenya.org. Friends of Hope, keeping hope alive.
Hello there, my name is Beatrice Nudi, a host on Hope at Dawn with George Gishuru. Thank you so very much for your support and your loyal viewership. How is the signal in your area? We would love to know. Please do scan the QR code that you see on your screen so that we can know how to serve you better.
Welcome back in business, where over 177 bright and needy students across the country can now pursue their academic goals without the fear of being locked out of class due to disability, medical, and financial challenges after the NCBA Bank committed over 13 million shillings in form of school fees through 9 partner organizations, reinforcing its focus on youth empowerment and inclusive education. Speaking during the check handover ceremony at the Museum of Illusions, Nairobi, nominated Senator Crystal Asige stated that the right to education remains a key pillar in the realization of the country's development agenda, and denying students the right to education amounts to injustice.
I'm a first-time parliamentarian, and in about 2.5 years I've been able to pass the Persons with Disabilities Act. That was last year. It's now an act of parliament, which we're so pleased for. It's going to support the rights and freedoms of every person with disability and as well their parent and caregivers. And in the meantime, I'm also pushing 7 other bills in Parliament, including the Kenya Sign Language Bill, including the Learners with Disabilities Bill. We have different transport laws as well, which is aiming to improve public transport and infrastructure so that we can move fairly, safely, accessibly across the country. And really, it's all boils down to making us seen, heard, and understood in the country.
If I don't see the need of working hard, I remember there's someone who's watching me, so I need to put more effort to make them happy.
Not yet started my studies. I'll begin my studies this August. I'll be US. I'll be joining Yale College. Yeah, I wanted to study molecular, cellular, and developmental biology, which is, like I said, I want to do research on cancer mostly.
I studied until Form 4. Now I want to go to university and pursue my career.
Today I talked about the spirit of Ubuntu, and Ubuntu really, the core of the philosophy is the belief that, if we work together, we'll go further than if you work alone. That I am because we are. We have together, we have to be one. And indeed, that spirit is what drives us to do something like we were doing.
NCBA Group has convened more than 100 Nairobi-based small and medium enterprise traders for a financial literacy and advisory forum aimed at boosting business resilience and unlocking growth opportunities. The engagement brought together traders from key commercial hubs considered highly transactional and central to Nairobi's economy. Participants engaged directly with NCBA experts on business financing, insurance, asset finance, leasing, cash management, trade finance, and transactional banking solutions tailored to support enterprise growth.
So today we decided to host breakfast for customers that we bank around Kirinyaga Road and the environs. Specific because we recognize that there are a lot of SMEs in this area, a lot of businesses that are trying to grow. We picked up this during the China trip when we traveled with quite a number of customers from these segments that we went with, and we realized that these customers do need a lot of assistance. And so from that trip, we realized we needed to have further engagement, more engagement to understand their businesses and get a little deeper with them so that we can be able to support them. So this is very important for NCBA because 2026, we want to focus on SME as a primary growth segment to help us be able to scale our businesses and also be able to likewise help our customers grow.
Now, Absa Bank Kenya has unveiled a new digital fast card in partnership with Visa Incorporated, marking a fresh step in Kenya's shift towards a cash-light economy. The launch took place during the Magical Kenya Open presented by Absa, where the bank introduced the Absa Visa Infinite Debit and Credit Metal Card, designed for globally minded and digital-savvy customers. Cardholders will enjoy international travel insurance of up to 2.5 million US dollars, along with exclusive travel offers in destinations including Dubai, London, and New York under the Visa Destination Program. Absa says the Visa Infinite card is the first in a phased rollout of enhanced card solutions aimed at delivering greater efficiency, flexibility, and convenience to Kenyan customers.
For us, we're inspired by customer stories. Where our customers go and their stories, where those take them, we are part of enabling those stories. In this space of payments, we believe that customers truly want to enjoy a seamless experience. You know, paying something is not a service. What you pay for is the service or the product. So payments, whether they're embedded on your watch, this card is embedded in Garmin watches. If you get it at home and you have it on your watch, you can tap and pay. You can link it to where you shop frequently. It's secure to do that. So providing embedded and seamless payments, making payments hassle-free, not having to remember to carry your card or cash.
And in sports, Oscar Ntambi jetted into Kenya over the weekend to fine-tune his car ahead of the iconic Safari Rally Kenya set for March 12th to 15th in Naivasha. Ntambi tested his Mitsubishi Evo 10 Rally at Stony alongside Kenyan driver Nikhil Sachania, focusing on suspension setup, durability, and pace. The Safari Rally is widely regarded as the toughest event on the World Rally Championship calendar. This year's rally, the third round of the global circuit, has attracted more than 40 crews. Drivers will tackle 20 competitive stages covering over 350 kilometers, including new sections designed to test endurance and skill on Kenya's punishing terrain. Tambi will be navigated by longtime co-driver Muhammadi Othman, a partnership that began in 2018. The duo says their focus will be consistency and a strong finish.
Today we're out here in Athi River. We came to test the Ford Fiesta Rally 3. There was a few suspension setups that we wanted to test, so we managed to get a good feel of the car in terms of the suspension. But we do have some issues or grill gremlins that we need to sort out. So we're going to head back to the garage, see what's causing these little issues. I don't think they're too major. I think it's just a matter of changing a few bits and bobs around. Last year we did win the ARC3 category. We turned out to be champions at the end of the year. So there is a bit of pressure on us.
For this event, I'll tell you, first of all, we're not very many coming from Uganda. We are 4 drivers that have confirmed. We really, me and my navigator have to finish this rally. There's really nothing to prove here. We just are going to push through and make sure we come out of this so that we have a good record and go back home smiling.
Well, it is a wrap on Newswatch tonight. On behalf of the whole team that has made this bulletin a success, thank you for watching. I'm Tess Njenga, and our sign language interpreter is Boniface Murithi. Till next time, have a good night.